What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another video. Another good day in the markets today. About five trades traded Amazon and Netflix. Crazy day in the markets. Market went up 2%, 3%, all over. It's crazy. I'm going to go over a couple of the trades that I took and my thought process behind it. So let's get started. And if you haven't already yet, feel free to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, give this video a thumbs up so it shows up to other people. And without further ado, here it is. Main thinker swim. All right. So here is the orders. So if you want, you can take a picture of it for now. Uh, I'll just look at it from another, screen, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. So that's the orders, real-time account right here. And then you got my watch list, and then this is the profit on the day, $2,800, $2,100 from Amazon, and $657 from Netflix. All right, so let's get started. The day started with Amazon. So Amazon had a crazy gap up. Let me take out the pre-market real quick. So Amazon had a really nice gap up, about 1 or 2%, opened up $60 higher. So that made me very interested on it. Made me very interested in it from the get. It was around the 31.78 level for me, which is why I was very comfortable entering right at the open. A lot of times people tell me, "Oh, you're getting in, in the first 5 minutes." Like sometimes I sit out, and I tell them, they'd rather wait for 5 minutes to pass. It's very volatile. But for me, if I know where my stop loss is, if I know how much I'll lose if it goes a certain degree against me, then I can get in at any time, right? So 932 towards the close of that candle, I seen that it pushed higher, making a high of the day, and that held the 31.78 level. So that made me get in there, confirmation for the long side. So I buy a call, and then by 937, I end up locking in profit. It was 936.59, so right as soon as this candle closed, I got out and I avoided this $10 drop. And then on that play, I make about I think $900, and then I look for re-entry on Amazon again at 950. So I get in about right here. This is the first time I'm reviewing it too, as I'm talking through it. So there might be some mistakes as well. I haven't checked it. So 950, I get in for an average price for one contract for a price of $2,400 at 950. So I get in on this candle. Most likely when it pushed up here, I was anticipating a break of 32.11. So off the bat, that's the first mistake, right? It was moving sideways, and it didn't really go over that level. I didn't wait for confirmation, right? And then I do another mistake of averaging down, and at 952, when the stock is here, which is another $10 lower, the contracts are about $300 less. So as I'm down 300, I buy one more, right? So at this point, I have two contracts, and then it ends up holding the moving average. This right here, maybe I was comfortable buying another one here because it was still holding the moving average. Most likely, I was supposed to exit if it went to 31.92s, right? That would have been the ideal stop loss, right? Could I have bag held? Possibly, right? But luckily it holds. And with the strong momentum from yesterday, with the market running, SPY at the same time was just going crazy at 950 and 952. SPY was, hitting all-time highs, which made me more comfortable playing the long side in general. So going back to Amazon, you got a push that happens, and then I end up getting out at 10:04 and 10:06, right? So 10:04, as this is happening, as it's trying to pull back, I'm like, okay, let me just take some risk off the table. Boom, and then at 10:06, I end up taking the other contract off, so I catch like another $6 on, right? And then 10:08 and 10:09, I re-enter again. So let's see what happens here. So as soon as I exit at 10:06, I re-enter at 10:09, 10:08, and 10:10. So I see it continuing to make higher highs. So I was like, all right, let me get in. I don't want to miss this move at 32.17. And then at around 10:11, the next level, I anticipate, look, it pulled back like crazy, about $4 or $5. So I lock in one here, and then I lock in the other one at 10:16 here. As soon as it started going down, I was like, nope, I'm not trying to get caught in this. And then the next thing that I play is Netflix, I believe. Yeah. So I don't play Amazon again. So if let's go to the 5 minute. Look in here. My last exit on Amazon up until this point was 10:16. So around 32.15. And I end up missing. I don't re-enter Amazon again until 2 o'clock. Yeah, until 2. So I end up missing about $30 of the move, right? But I was up like 1,700 at this point, and then I just stopped trading until I seen a good opportunity with Netflix. Netflix gapped up to all-time highs and pushed and was kind of consolidating near the highs. The all-time high at that point was 575, and it was just hanging around there the entire day until 11:58. I decide to enter. So let's see what happens. So here, 11:58, I enter on this candle, right? Because it beats that 575 level. And then remember that there was also a 577.77 level. That was the high of the day. So I have it as purple as a different color. So I get in here as it breaks the level, crazy fake out, holds, but then kind of consolidates and almost shakes me out. But then from 11:58 to 11:50 to around 12:10, I accumulate about 5 contracts, just buying them as it's holding, and then finally it breaks out on above average volume, and then I end up scaling out around 12:17 to 12:19. So from this candle to this candle, I exited. There was definitely more opportunity on Netflix, but I just, you know, never got back in. If we look at it from the 5 minute, it'll be a little bit clearer. I basically caught this jump right here, about $5-6 move from 575 to about 580, and ended up missing out on another $12. But that's fine, locked in profit. But then what I was supposed to do is ask myself, okay, is there a potential move again? Can this run again? Figure out what the max loss was, or what the max loss would be, and take the trade. Because I failed to decide what the max loss is, never looked for reentry, ended up playing Amazon though for my last trade. Netflix, I tried re-entering again once from 12:22 to 12:24 this candle, but then I didn't catch it again. The real move came about an hour later at 1:45 here, and at that time I was trading Amazon. So here's my last trade of the day. Amazon was, creeping up towards the high of the day around 32.49, and there was a major level there, and the next level higher was 32.63 for me. So that's a nice $14 gap. So what I seen was, okay, for 202, which was around right here. As soon as it was, moving average is creeping up, and then it's nearing that level, it's pushing. So I decided to get in before the break, just in case, it runs, and I wouldn't have gotten filled maybe if the stock was running too crazy. So I decided to get in here with a tight stop loss, $3 or $4 away under, which would have maybe been like a $200-300 loss if it did that. But anyway, by 2:10, I end up exiting here, and then end up catching like about $7-8, which resulted in like another $400 profit, right? Because delta is about 50. So per dollar, 50 times 8 makes sense, right? Also ended up missing crazy move on Amazon after, but you know, also didn't ask myself what am I going to lose, where's my stop loss. So that's why no play clicked in my head, and I ended up just locking in the profit and finishing the day with $2,800 profit. Green on all the trades today. Definitely a couple things that I can do better. Yeah, just gotta take these lessons moving forward, and just keep on improving, keep the losses small, and just take it from there. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to shoot me a DM on Instagram, double A from BK. Leave a comment in the video. Share this if you benefited from it and enjoyed it. And see you on the next video. Peace.